Ow, what the hell's her name, dude?
Gwen Stefani?
I don't know why I was going to say Sigourney Weaver, and I know it's not right.
Almost.
You know, Sigourney Weaver from No Doubt.
I don't even
It
know.
makes sense. You don't like Ghostbusters. You wouldn't really understand.
Like, I don't even know how the Gwen Stefani thing fits, though. That's the worst part.
Well, because she said hella and all that kind of crap in her songs. She was all like with the lingo. She was real trendy with lingo, and so I don't know why, but I couldn't think of her name, and I was like, Sigourney Weaver from No Doubt. That's not right.
You're right. It's not right. It's not right at all, Bob.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Whatever the fuck this is.
There we go. We got one. All right, there we go. Welcome back to a beautiful Tuesday night of Drinks and Toys. We are obviously, as you can see, we are absent. Johnny, that's okay. We've seen him a little bit lately. We're happy he's doing better, and hopefully we see him again on it. And Wheezy, how are you tonight?
I am splendiferous.
Sweet. And we've got Psycho, who is getting over the bubonic plague, apparently.
Yeah, whatever the hell it was, man. I don't even know.
Well, we like to promote health here, so yeah, we'll be all right. As I'm drinking.
It's like to kill our livers here, but okay.
Wait, are you drinking an energy drink?
Well, it's rehab. It's actually not carbonated, and it's not with all the taurine and all the extra crap. This is it's a lemonade and iced tea one. It's actually pretty good. There's no sugar in it.
I don't think I've ever had a Monster anything.
So I started getting this because, again, it was more rehab, right? I started getting this probably about. I got away from. I used to drink White Rockstar, the White Rockstar can, religiously, 2 of them every morning for years, and I had weaned off of it, and I did protein for that's a protein shake, I assume we use. Yeah, so I was doing protein shakes in the morning for a while. I used to mix my own, but then I was doing Muscle Milk was tasty and it had a lot of protein and it wasn't a lot of sugar, so that was a good way to go.
It's just it's Chips Ahoy cookies. Tastes amazing.
Who makes that one?
Ghost.
Oh, I never had anything by Ghost. I used to do Isopure. That stuff. Oh my god, the aftermath was gross. But
yeah, no, this shit it tastes like you're eating just like chocolate Chips Ahoy like smoothie.
So I used to make protein we're not going to get in a whole tangent, but I used to make protein pancakes like that, and I bet that shit would make a good protein pancake. If it's tasty in the liquid form, then it's going to be good in the pancake form.
I was trying to, just because we're on it right now, my sister-in-law had gone away to Japan, and she left me one of those Ninja creamy things, like you can make your own ice cream.
She left you a Ninja creamer?
But yes, but I was going to try and make ice cream out of that protein, but by the time it got here, I had already ran out of protein. I didn't re-up on it in time before she came back. So
I'll have to look into that. I don't know what the sugar levels are in that stuff, but I'll check it out. So a couple things tonight, man. There's some stuff I want to bring up. Reluctant Adult. They were getting I was gonna say made fun of. I had a better word for it, but they were getting trolled by a photographer. I don't know if you guys saw that in the toy community. And
about accessories.
Yes. So we will definitely get to that. But before that, I want to give a shout out to this toy store, man, that I didn't even know existed. They've been there for 11 and a half years, and I've been running the Ocala market for 15 of the last 17 I've been with Aaron's, right? I've been part of it. And
throwing out company names now. Interesting.
Just throwing it out there. Did I just put out company name? Ah, shit.
You did.
Well, have a good night. So I was up today at my
Ocala store. Flashy memory thingy.
Yeah.
Just neuralize everybody. Bop.
I was up in Ocala today, and there was a toy store that had opened across the street from one of my stores, and I had gone there back in this was last year. I don't remember when, but it was before Christmas, I want to say. And I had gone in that store, and the guy had a lot of cool stuff, but it was, let's be real, man. At the time, Funko was still selling, right? So it was probably 50, 60% Funko. So it's got to be more than a year then. So it was 50-60% Funko, and then the other half of it was just a lot of modern, right? Like a lot of modern. And what's up, dude? And
What's going on?
it was cool, but it was, you know, I don't know. I just feel like the traffic wasn't going to be there. And then he had a handful of vintage, but the pricing on the vintage, in my opinion, was like, you know, you don't know any better pricing.
Yeah.
So like somebody who would go in there is more likely to spend the money if they don't know any different. And they're just getting into toys or whatever it is. I mean, they're going to buy it for whatever it's listed for. But in any case, so that store's gone because I went to go check them out today again. So they're gone. I was like, oh crap. The plaza's been renovated. The plaza looks great. And I can only imagine, I don't know, that the shop probably went out of business due to inventory and probably not business practices. So I'm going to guess inventory and pricing.
So is this the one that was called Up in the Attic?
No.
Okay.
You're going to make me look, but no, that's not the one that's Up in the Attic. I forgot what this place was called.
Because when I was up in Ocala last, you had mentioned it to me, and I looked up where Aaron's was off of 27, like in that area. And
maybe they moved to 200.
Huh?
Maybe they moved to 200 because now they're off 200, and this is off of the Boulevard. That's probably what happened. I don't know the name, right? I didn't think that was the name, but if that's the case, I wonder if they moved from that spot over to 200.
I don't know, possibly, because when I looked it up, I was like, oh, here's the Aaron's, and then I just put like toys, and it popped up like across the street. And
that's probable. You know what? Now that I'm looking, yeah, that looks like that could be it because he's got a wall of Funko. Yeah, that's probably him.
Okay, because I'll be up in Ocala tomorrow, so if I can get some free time, we'll run over there.
So, what I was gonna, nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's nice enough. I don't know him. It's whatever. It's just my impression of the store. I can't give you anything else but my opinion, right?
Bitch.
But I went into this other shop, which is the one I'm talking about. It's been there 11 and a half years, and he's called the Toy King. And when you're going eastbound, when you're going eastbound on Silver Springs Boulevard, away from 75, right? It's up on the left-hand side. It's literally in a plaza next to a McDonald's, so you can't miss it. And I went in there to check it out. It's when you first walk in, there's a lot of Matchbox, that kind of stuff, Hot Wheels, whatever, vintage diecast. It's kind of weird. It's very eclectic. There's a lot of stuff in there. Now, some of the prices were wonky, and I think it's because maybe, I don't know, but maybe he's not as well versed in those particular lines. So he just assumes it's worth XYZ. Case in point, he had an Anthrax on there, right? A graded Anthrax. It was a grade 80. He had $700 on it. Grade 80 Anthrax is maybe a $400 figure.
First of all, his name is Anthrax.
I always say that. I know. I'm sorry. But grade 80, even a grade 80 is maybe a $400 figure. He himself is about $250 ungraded. You know what I mean? Yeah. So about $400 graded, and it was a grade 80, so it was worth it, I guess, but not for $700. And then he had the Shoute, the same one that I sold.
Yeah.
He had $1,300 on it, but the card wasn't really great. And I'm just like, you're looking at maybe $900 on that figure because it's wonderful. If the card was nice and tight and mint, then yeah, maybe. But again, just the kind of pricing on certain items, not everything, but certain pricing on certain items that just kind of tells you they probably don't know that line well enough, and they're making prices based on what they think it should maybe go for.
Sometimes, I mean, one of the problems you run into with a lot of these toy shops is that, like you just said, they have stuff they're not familiar with. Mm-hmm. But what also happens is that because they're not familiar with it, they wind up buying it for maybe retail, not realizing that that's top market. And then they're like, oh, now I have to sell it. So now I have to mark it up so I can make something off of it. Next thing you know, they're outpricing themselves like crazy.
You're probably right. I didn't understand, there's just, I don't know enough about certain lines of value to tell you what things are. You know what I mean? Because I don't follow those lines. It doesn't
Right.
mean I don't like them. I just don't follow them enough to tell you that this is worth this is worth that. Um, case in point would be like G.I. Joe. I had him as a kid, and I bought two of them. I do want to show you guys what I bought from his store, but I had him as a kid. And I had, I want to say my brain, I had 99% of G.I. Joes, but you know how it goes. You think you had a lot as a kid, you probably did, but you didn't have anywhere near what was out there. And so the value of some of them, I was really surprised what you can buy a loose, complete Joe for. That's in nice shape, a truly vintage Joe. And so much that when I was driving back from the shop, man, I was talking to Johnny, and I was like, I could see me getting into 3 3/4 Joe figures only. I could see myself going and buying the entire, I like the Tiger Force and the Python Patrols. I could see myself buying both of those loose, complete. I could see myself buying Night Force. I could see myself buying all of the Vipers, all of the ninjas, maybe the Cobra Commanders, stuff like that. Characters that I thought were cool. Now that's a rabbit hole, man. G.I. Joe is a rabbit hole and a half.
Tony, no new collections in 2026, man. Come on.
So anyway, he does have a very, very badass Robotech piece straight from Japan. And it's a Macross. It's Do You Remember Love is one of the movies. If you don't know anything, Psycho, you don't know anything about Macross, do you? Robotech? Oh, I guess it falls on deaf ears then. But the box set itself was probably about 2.5 feet wide, 2.5 feet tall, and it's the fighter with all his missiles and whatnot. Really badass set. And it said $350, and I'm like, I'm not paying $350. I don't even know what it's worth. I'd have to look it up. I'm gonna guess it's probably around that range though, because anything from Japan that's Macross is usually expensive. And then there was another box underneath, so I thought he had two different jets. And he goes, no, the set underneath is all of the armor. So if you don't know anything about it, but you know Jetfire. So Jetfire, the white jet, and then you take Jetfire and you put his red armor on him, right? Yes.
Yep. He's now Canadian Jetfire.
So, Jesus Christ. So it's the same thing with this.
This is what you guys get for a sober show. This is it.
It's the Robotech jet, and then the second set underneath is all of his armor. So really badass set. I definitely want it. And so I had asked him, I said, hey, are you interested in any? They do trades. I said, are you interested in any? I got a bunch of graded turtles. I want to be like, which obviously you don't know the value of. I got a bunch of graded turtles, and I've got 3 Star Wars characters graded that I don't really have any business owning. Would you guys be interested in some trading? And he goes, yeah, bring them in, man. We'll check them out. And I asked him what his values were, and he does generally does 50% or higher on trades or store credit, right? And then he pays cash. He pays almost 50% on cash. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. I didn't expect that, but that seemed high to me. I don't know, but yeah. So then I walked around. I sent you a bunch of pictures, Chris. He had 2012 turtles. He had vintage aliens. He had NECA. He had Ghostbusters, vintage and new. He had G.I. Joe. He had Star Wars. He had Transformers. He had a little bit of everything for everybody. And the more you walked around, the more you saw. I probably made 6 or 7 trips around the store and just kept seeing things. One of the things I saw, and I was like, damn, now I got to open that damn thing. I walked through. He has like a walkway, right? So like you have the opening of the store, and then he must have bought the space next door to him because he started out real small, and then he knocked down a wall so you could go through the other space. So I go second part of the store, and I'm like, wow, that thing's huge. I thought it was fake. There was a Rattler. It had to have a 3.5-foot wingspan on it, right? At least. And then the jet itself was probably like 27 inches long. This thing was huge. Big.
That's the HasLab one, right?
But I've never seen it in person out of the box, right? So he's got it up on this crazy big plastic stand, which I guess is what comes with it. And I asked him, I go, is that custom? Where the hell did you get that Rattler? And he goes, the one on the shelf? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, it's the HasLab. I'm like, oh, I guess if I had mine out of the box, I would know that. But it's awesome. Like I'm just like, okay, where can I put it down?
Holy fucking Tony goes into a store, sees some shit, like, man, that looks fucking awesome. Where'd you get that? It's this. Oh, I have that. Oh, guess I could appreciate it if I actually opened these fucking things.
So it is rad as shit. That's all I'm gonna say. And then he's like, yeah, the dragonfly's behind you. So I turn around and he's got the dragonfly up on a shelf, and that thing's like 36 to 38 inches long. Giggity. Crazy like ballistic missile effects, and it's fucking rad. But it definitely, I want to go back. I would tell you tomorrow, man, you're in Ocala, go check it out. But you can't, I mean, it's Psycho, you need to go down and see it. It's not far from you.
No, it's not. It's only about 45 minutes away.
Dude, bring your checkbook. I mean, that's still a thing, right?
I also discovered that there's like a flea market shop type deal in Gainesville here now. They're marketing it now as it's not just a Pokemon and trading card thing, that there are collectibles also being sold from all these people. I may go check it out at some point over the summer.
Oh yeah, dude. So my pickups, I'll show you guys, and then we can start talking about toys after we're done talking about toys. So I didn't take her out of the plastic yet, but so that's vintage Jinx. She was first introduced in the G.I. Joe movie. But she's complete. And I would tell you, dude, I give him credit. These guys all have really, really stiff joints, and they're really nice and not worn. And it was everything I could do not to buy a lot more of these characters that I don't even care about, some of them, just because they were so clean and nice, where I was like, why wouldn't you get this graded and have it sit nicely in an acrylic? Now I'm not going to start doing that because no, but
you are such an impulse shopper.
First of all, I like to call it disposable income, but it's not, because I'm broke. So
we can see why.
Look behind you. Look at the Snake Eyes. So this was a later Snake Eyes they came out with. But look at all his accessories, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to see, but they're all in there, and he's beautiful. He's not worn in any direction whatsoever. He's very clean, you know?
So when I think Snake Eyes,
$30.
When I think of vintage Snake Eyes, I can only think about one that I had as a child, and it was one like he's like a like blue and I think orange, like he's in like silvers, like he's not like a black suit.
You talk Snake about Eyes. The Snake Eyes from when we were kids, right?
That's when I was a kid. Yeah.
Blue with a gray vest. The visor that he wears is bigger, and it's got like a different colored eye piece.
Yeah, apparently that's a certain run of Snake Eyes in the line. Like the first Snake Eyes wasn't that. That was like one of the variant lines versions of Snake Eyes, which that's the only one I had. Possibly, I don't know. Because remember, the only ones I had that one, and I had that Shadow Storm with the white and the black hood and everything, and the like stars and shit.
Not that kind of cast.
Whoa. I mean, sometimes depends on how much you drink.
I had that.
Or if Tim is in the chat pissing you off.
I had that same Shadow Storm, and it came out at the same time as that Snake Eyes that I was talking about, because I had both of them together.
Storm Shadow, by the way.
Yeah,
whatever.
So then I got this, which it's vintage 89 maybe. It's a remote control Bart Simpson on a skateboard, and it's mint, dude. I mean, it's mint. Look at the sticker.
That's
and
awesome.
Then look at his remote.
Does it work?
Yes, it has been tested. So I'm like super stoked about that thing. It's cool as shit. So I had to have that. And again, none of this stuff was expensive, man. I spent almost nothing. It was like $215 for everything. And then this is bootleg. These are bootleg, like almost like Muscle Men turtles.
Okay. So
different colors. I don't know if they're Mexico or Argentinian. It doesn't say. It just says knockoff bootleg.
I'm just at the oh man, the shit was like, it would cost like nothing, like $215. Like it's just fucking nothing. Jesus, Tony.
And then I got this for Wheezy because it was $20.
That's pretty awesome, though.
So this is an old shampoo topper.
Yep.
Because
That's awesome.
I'm sitting here like I'm looking on these shelves, and he had a couple like He-Man ones and stuff, and I'm like, I'm looking at the Slimer, and I'm like, and then I thought it glows in the dark. It doesn't. It's just the way it's so like.
It's just so like neon green.
Yeah, this thing has seen some bath time. It's a little faded, you know. But I was like, $20. I'm like, that's cool as crap. So I'm like, that's gotta come
dope.
home. And then I feel like I bought something else, and maybe it's not here. Oh, I did. That's why I bought this Argentinian little boxed robot Poppy Goodeichen, some bullshit nobody cares about. So I bought these.
Fuck.
The Bart Simpson coin banks, but they're in the shipper thing. They're in the display container. And $40, dude. I paid 20, I think, for just him with all kinds of like faded stickers and everything was coming off. And $40 for this, for both of them in there. So I told Johnny he could have the other one that I have that's loose.
Oh, I thought you meant that. Like, you're gonna open that bitch? Jesus.
No. No, he can have the one that's all jacked up. I'm keeping this one. But so yeah, I was like, I wasn't even upset, man. It was a lot of fun. That place was cool. And he had a bunch of I didn't do it. But he had a great first run. It was like wave 1, 2, and I think 3 of all the 2012 Turtle figures and card.
I've got all those.
There, you do?
Yeah, I've got every single one.
Oh. So they're anywhere from $15 to $30 a piece. And I almost bought I'm telling you, I almost grabbed every one of them off the shelf to buy them. And then I stopped myself. And then he's not wrong. And then look, it's cheaper for me to buy the toys, I think, than it is to
Are yours all sealed, Chris? The 2012?
Yeah, they're all in my tub, completely sealed.
You never opened any of them?
Nope.
He's smart. And then they had the Simpsons, but it's the ones that came out in like 03.
Okay.
Not the white card, the yellow card Simpsons. So they had a ton of those, and those were like $10, $15, all still on the card. And again, it was everything I could do not to just buy all of those because I'm like, the pricing was so good.
And that's one of those things that we've discussed before. Not I think into like depth, but how there's some lines that are still cheap, vintage lines that are still cheap enough to really go out and collect before you hit like where one figure is going to be $200-$300. You know what I mean?
Right.
And The Simpsons, I was saying Alien Predator is one of those lines. Like there's still stuff out there. And that's where I think that people who enjoy just collecting should start putting their focus on is going for the vintage stuff that's just still readily available in good quality, you know?
Spawn's like that. I mean, you can buy Spawn. Well, I'm just saying, you can buy the vintage Spawn line all day long, and they're $10 figures. You know.
Yeah, but then when you buy that, you're supporting McFarlane, and he fucking sucks. So.
What did he do now?
He was born years ago, I guess.
Gotcha.
That was the problem.
I like the vintage McFarlane Spawn line. I never got into it. I never bought them, but I liked it.
So this is the Snake Eyes you're talking about, right, Chris?
I see nothing. There we go. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's
so
the one.
Is that from the Ninja Force line?
No, this is the 90s Snake Eyes.
That's 90s?
But what was the line? There's a reason he's colored like that.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, they redid it.
Why the fuck would I have that then?
So a lot of those, okay, so case in point, this one right here, when he came in his box or whatever,
yeah,
that's when they were doing, they were giving kids like face paint stuff. So like you got a little tube of colored face paint. So with him, you got gray. No, I'm serious. Like depending on the character, you got blue, you got gray, you got a neon color. And it was supposed to be that like, you were the G.I. Joe guy, obviously.
Right.
Like Jinx wasn't like that. Jinx was just in a card back, but it was when the movie came out. But this was later in the series.
Yeah, so I mean, this was not the Ninja line or whatever. This is just
No, you're right.
In the 90s they recolored Snake Eyes to be different instead of just to be a black figure.
But I can't imagine why I would have that then.
They did that with a lot of the characters. They did it with Duke. They changed the way that he looked. They changed Shadow Storm or Storm Shadow or whatever the hell you want to call him, right? Like,
no, that's fine. But I guess what I'm trying to figure out, because it says 91, right?
Yeah.
So if I was in 84, that means by 91, like I was 7 years old, depending on when in 91 it came out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I feel like any G.I. Joes I had would have been bought like when I was like 4 or 5, just from like a random parent or like a friend of the family. You know what I mean? I can't imagine at 7 going on 8 being like, oh, I want G.I. Joes. I didn't like G.I. Joe. That's interesting that I had that one.
I mean, all I remember from that time, and we didn't know each other at that time, was the G.I. Joes with that design were popular at school. Like the kids would bring in their G.I. Joes and it was that line. And I remember that's why I really wanted that Snake Eyes and went out and got it.
So G.I. Joe, when they got late, and I mean late into the line, right? When they were ending off, and I 93, I think, don't quote me, but I think the Real American Hero line stopped in 93. I could be wrong. All of the vehicles coming out at that time were all wild ass colors. They were reproducing, which didn't make any sense because this is supposed to be the Army, right? So they started re-releasing these vehicles in wild ass colors, and the character, everything was neon. Everything was like greens or purples or, you know, like a trapper keeper. It was so wild. The colors.
It was really feeling it's supposed to be the Army. Fucking like people had pet alligators. It's supposed to be the Army. They do weird things, Tony.
It's an obscure army. What do you want to tell you? But yeah, they were coming out like in wild colors and stuff. You looking it up right now to see?
No. I know what you're talking about because I had one of the vehicles that was a re-release. Mm-hmm. It was like lime green color or highlighter green, and it had a what would have been a paper plane design, but a plastic plane on the top that you could angle up and it would shoot off. It had mines that would shoot off the side of it. But I got that vehicle.
I can't think of what the hell it is. I know there's a lot of, much like, well, I wouldn't say much like Turtles, I guess. Much like Turtles, but not in the Turtles line. Like, you know how Turtles didn't really reuse anything in their line?
Yeah.
That, well, other than maybe a character mold, but some weaponry like Toka and Slosh, you know, that kind of thing. They shared weapons. But with the G.I. Joe line, when they would make a new series, they just kept reusing molds for their older vehicles and recoloring them, right? To repurpose them. Like, you know, if you wanted the Rattler, you had the Tiger Force Rattler, you had the regular Rattler. I know there's probably a third Rattler I'm not, you know, remembering or what have you. You know, same thing with like, you know, some of the boats and all that kind of crap. You'd see the same jet 6 times, 6 different colors. Sky Striker. The Sky Striker's been white, it's been black, it's been silver. They just made whatever, and I'm sure when they started doing that neon color line, I know some of the later vehicles got repurposed in different color. I don't remember everything, but I'll venture to say that they probably had a bright ass blue Sky Striker or something at the time. I mean, what was the last? You're Googling. God damn it, do something. The last year of the Real American Hero. Yeah, I love how I came up with the Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever. Real American.
The fuck do you be Googling that's predicting that, Tony?
It just knows me so well. 94. I said 93, 94, right? Or did I say 93?
You said 93.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, if you want to make me wrong, that's fine.
Joe, why don't you fix your YouTube? Because other people get notifications. They're all here. Fucking slacker. We're doing good. Thank you, Joe, for asking. Psycho's not dying anymore. It's a good thing.
G.I. Joe vehicles. That was it. So 93, yeah. So all of these wild ass colors, like they repurposed Well, you guys don't know enough about GI Joes either, do you?
But they started doing like the real wild colors, right? They started doing like a zombie, those zombie toxic fucking characters where they're all like neon everything.
They had a dinosaur line for Christ's sakes.
They had a Mortal
so,
Kombat
like,
line and a Street Fighter line.
I mean, so actually, that's what I was going to bring up. So the Street Fighter line repurposed so many early vehicles: the Dreadnought motorcycle, the Thunder Machine, the freaking Snowcat, the Pogo. I don't know what the hell the Pogo thing was called, but that was a bad guy. Destro's like Pogo bullshit. They repurposed that. They repurposed that one like 3 times, and they're all colors. That's all they are. They're all just color redos. Dino Hunter, again, was just different colors, repurposing of these toys.
And people bought them.
Well, what I had was the GI Joe Attack Cruiser with UAV. That's what it was called.
GI Joe Attack Cruiser. Let me look.
I can show it to you. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Did you have the black and neon one?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's real late in the series. So I want to say that's a repurpose also, though.
The only thing I really wanted back then, other than that Snake Eyes, was they did like a Hall of Fame line, and they had a 12-inch selection of figures, and they had that blue and black Snake Eyes in a 12-inch figure. And I remember I really wanted that one, and I think it was my grandmother, instead of buying me that one, bought me Duke. And I'm like, oh, great. Yay.
Nobody wants Duke. Not even Duke.
Yeah.
So you're saying your grandmother got you a giant Duke?
Sure.
It was funnier for me. It apparently made Wheezy laugh.
It did. I'm a child, though, so
just made John more disgusted to be involved in this.
I just wish that the 3.75-inch Mortal Kombat figures were not as crazy as expensive as they are.
They are very expensive. Why is that? Was that a limited run?
No, but there was, if I recall correctly, there was some backlash against them.
Like for production?
From the parents, from mothers, because the video game was so violent, especially for the time, and they were making toys for children out of it in G.I. Joe. If I remember correctly, there was some backlash. I don't know if that has anything to do with the value of them now. If there's like limited, or they didn't, survive as long because parents were burning them and running them over cars like they did, CDs and movies. But
the Mortal Kombats and the Marilyn Mansons.
But there was, I know, obviously, when Mortal Kombat first came out, there was a huge uproar from parents about Mortal Kombat. And I'm pretty sure there was a continuation when they started making the toys for G.I. Joe.
So, are you guys old enough to remember when everything Simpsons was banned?
Yeah.
I remember it being a thing, but it didn't affect me because I didn't care, because I was at the age it didn't bother me. You know?
Yeah. So, when I was in school, you couldn't have anything. It didn't matter if it was saying something bad or not. Simpsons was straight up banned in school because Bart had the shirt and it said "Eat my shorts," and then there was another one that said "Don't have a cow." And they didn't make one that said "I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?" But the "Don't have a cow" was enough. They're like, we can't have that in school, and so anything Bart Simpson, you just couldn't have Simpsons. Period. It was weird, man.
I remember when my middle school started banning South Park. Because kids were like wearing, like, obviously Kenny and Cartman, like the shirts and stuff, and they started banning that after a bit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's
just amazing what we've come, how far we've come, man. Like, good, bad, or indifferent, right? But how far we've come with tolerance of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate on television. I mean, dude, you watch an episode. I mean, South Park is by far, South Park is the worst on television for pushing the envelope. They go way further than Family Guy. Way further.
Oh, for sure.
And even Family Guy, some of the stuff they do is just way so far left and off the wall. It's crazy. But it is so crazy to think how far we've come on television that that is television acceptable.
Well, I think we've discussed this before, also possibly on collectors, but a lot of the stuff they get away with, they've even joked about it, is that they get away with that stuff because it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
If they were live action, saying the things that the show would be canceled instantly, but because it's a cartoon, it seems to like go underneath enough of a radar that people allow that shit. Because if you ever watch that movie or that show, it's not even a cable show, but it's on Netflix. What the fuck is it? The one the monsters and the kids. Big Mouth.
Oh my god, yeah, that goes way
Right.
further than anything. I forgot all about it.
But even on Netflix, it's a cartoon, so they get away with it. But if that was a live action show, it would be canceled off of Netflix instantly, right? But because it's a cartoon, it's allowed. It's cool.
Dude, there's
It's voiced by adults. It's not kids saying these things. It's fine.
it's fucking. First of all, it's a hilarious show. Let's start with that. It is so raunchy and stupid, and I think that's why it cracks me up, is because it's just toilet humor, over and over and over, and it's just done so damn well. But I'm just thinking of stupid stuff like, how many times have we seen Cartman's dong on South Park? There's the one where they're ninjas, and he thinks he's got an invisibility ability or whatever the hell it is. So he goes, "Don't worry, you guys. I'll use my invisibility to get on stage." So he takes off. He thinks he's invisible, so he takes off all his clothes, and so they're showing like he's invisible, handing his stuff over to Kyle. And Kyle's like, "Good luck, fat ass." And so Cartman's on stage, and he's moving real slow, but he's facing the crowd, and everybody just stops, and he thinks that they can't see him. And one person goes, "Kid, what the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "Weak." And then they talk about, in the next slide, it's like all the parents, and they're all in the community center, and are all like, "Rabble, rabble, 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 rabble." They're like, "We were watching the show on TV, and my child saw the penis. How am I supposed to explain that?"
Well, and then even like their new shit, I can't think of the last time I've seen so much cartoon penis on TV.
Dude, they're pushing the limits, man, and it is hilarious. I don't know. I can't. It's by far one of my favorite shows. Still hands down. It's one of those shows that I will watch if there's nothing else to watch on TV.
So I did find someone on eBay selling the entire run of the 1994 Mortal Kombat Hasbro figures, all still on cards and in boxes. They have every version, the regular ones, the movie edition, repackages. They're only asking $4,200 for all of it.
Tony, that's a deal.
Bit? No.
That's a deal.
But is it are in great shape too?
Is it a bid or is it a buy it now?
It's buy it now. $4,200.
So here's the trick: you go to the buy it now and you hit the heart, right? And then when you hit the heart, in a couple days, if it doesn't sell, they'll send you an offer at a lower price to try and get you to buy it, and then you counter offer with even lower. Fuck them. What are they gonna do?
I don't know the value, but I would say if you get it for $3,000, you're probably doing well. How many characters are in the line?
24.
So if you get it for $3,000, you're probably doing okay. Because I gotta imagine some of those characters are over $100.
Oh yeah, some of them are. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all of them, and then you have some of them that are repackaged, right? Combat Cycle.
So go back. I'm sorry. Go back to the Combat Cycle. So that's a repurpose also, and I think it's from the Street Fighter toy line.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it was right because considering it was the G.I. Joe Street Fighter figures, right?
Yeah. But I mean, here you got the movie edition. It comes with a scorpion, and then he's got the cloth with him. Then you got Sub-Zero with the ice weapons.
Oh, those are so ugly.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I didn't know this. Maybe you guys did. You know the newer Mortal Kombat movies?
The one from 2021, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one's coming out like in a month or something like that.
Out this past weekend.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I didn't know that Scorpion from the original Mortal Kombat is Scorpion now. Apparently,
no.
That's what I saw.
No.
Okay, you can elaborate. You don't just have to fucking say no. I hate when you do that shit.
So the Scorpion, the Scorpion,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
That's how it feels.
The Scorpion in the first movie was a well-known martial artist. I forget his name, but he was a white guy. And the Scorpion in the new movies is an older guy. He's much older. He's portrayed as older. He's definitely Japanese, but he's a well-known Japanese actor. But it's 100% not the same person.
Okay, so I read that it was. That's why I brought it up. So I read that because all the characters have been replaced by somebody, but what I read was the guy who played Scorpion in the original one played Scorpion in the 21 or whatever it was, and then he's playing Scorpion again now. So I was like, oh, cool. One character stayed through everything. So I guess you're saying that's not the case.
No.
That's exactly what he's saying. No.
So his name in the first Scorpion or the first Mortal Kombat movie, the actor was Chris Casamassa. And the Scorpion actor in the new movies is Hiroyuki Sanada.
Gesundheit.
Alrighty then.
I haven't seen it,
bro.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the new one. I think it's gonna be cool. I have high hopes for it. I think the first one was good.
So, well, who was it? It was Jose and our buddy Harity went and saw it, and they said it was really, really good.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to get.
Jose used to play Mortal Kombat professionally, so like his whole thing is Mortal Kombat.
Talking about Cuban.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Chris?
It's like, oh, the movie was great. He fucking loved it. He used to play the game professionally. It has nothing to do with the other one.
No, it's because he loves. No, it's like he loves.
He also thinks Johnny Cage is a good character, and he fucking sucks. So I mean, like, let's be real here.
Like he thinks he's a good character in the game, or just in general?
Yes.
Oh, I say any character that you become proficient at is going to be a good character. They all, with the exception of some of overpowering and whatnot, they mostly have the same mechanics. It's just whether or not one's, they did his pixels a little different, his hitbox is different or some crap.
That's true.
Martial art fighters of the current time. Huh. That's a great story, Joe.
God damn it.
Sorry, I'm sober. I'm a little testy. So, so the reluctant adult thing. I won't change gears. Go back to the toy thing for a minute. So, reluctant adult podcast recently, they were playing a trolling from a photographer because what's his name? Adam, right?
Paul.
God dang! I keep confusing them with Cursed Dead.
Okay,
so,
fair.
So Paul had was he made comment about the fact that like we don't need extra hands and blah blah blah, right? We were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Right, he's absolutely right. We don't.
Right. Well, I guess when he made the comment about photographers saying, and there's other photographers out there that they I don't know why he sounds like a South Park character, but and there's other characters out there.
Sounds very Canadian.
But a little bit. It's the flappy head, but so he was talking about how they can just Photoshop it. They're going to Photoshop it anyway, so why can't they Photoshop different hands?
I bet that pissed him off.
That set this dude off real bad.
Because I saw the video clip. He's like, "You're going to Photoshop. You Photoshop your photos anyways. Just Photoshop it or use AI." Oh God, I was like, that's going to piss him off.
Yeah. So this guy went off about it to the point where I almost wanted to reach out to Paul and be like, please elaborate if this guy reached out to you directly, because the dude posted the video. He must have tagged them or something because they got notified real quick. And again, Paul was showing the whole clip where this guy was talking and bashing him or whatever. I don't disagree. I I believe the toy photography, those guys have a certain talent, right? Some of them are better than others for sure, but they do use Photoshop of some kind, right? And editing. There are techniques, don't get me wrong. Like what's his name?
Sir Dork.
Yeah, like when he does his stuff, it looks cool, but he shows you how he does the manipulation, right?
Right.
What he does to get the color, get the shot, and it looks awesome. He does a really good job. But he would probably say the same thing, not AI, but he has to use editing to be able to show that something's happening. And if he's able to do all that through editing, I got to believe they can do something with a hand.
They use editing usually for backgrounds, right? To sharpen backgrounds, also to add effects in backgrounds, and to remove all the sticks, strings, all the bullshit they use to hold up the characters. Like,
right. So, I mean, I don't think Paul was wrong, other than maybe saying the AI thing that probably just triggered. But I don't know. Either way, I thought it was hilarious that shit went so crazy. I don't know if it's gonna go viral. If it does, hey, what do they say? Any publicity and advertising is good publicity and advertising, huh?
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. So good, bad, or indifferent, it's all ends up being good in the end. You're still getting traffic. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. And then these two new turtle figures. I don't get it. We couldn't do anything else. That's the two they had to come up with.
it's 3, but yes.
Are you counting the dinosaur?
Yes. Why aren't you counting a dinosaur?
Because it's in the pack.
Is it a 2-pack or individuals?
No, it's together.
You sure?
That's how they're advertising it.
Okay. But still, it's a dinosaur, the guy in black, and then now the variant of
Thor with a pair of Crocs on.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, I know who that is. I'm like, but he definitely looks like Thor in pajamas. Like
Thor. I don't know the character at all until somebody said Savini or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Savani.
I'll let you get away with it. That's fine. I'm not gonna be like a turtle purist. Like I'm gonna hold it over you. Look, I know this more than you. Like, no, yeah, close enough.
Give it a second. Psycho was about to Google it.
Nope.
Or he's about to just go, no. All right, Trump, calm down. No. What about the people? No.
I thought you were going to talk about.
I said, wow.
The new Playmates 2-pack.
Oh no. I was actually gonna get to that, but no, I was talking about the NECA drops. They don't do shit for me. I really just don't care. It's not enough for me to worry about. As I told you guys, I'm getting more and more jaded by what they're putting out, and I feel like it's turning me off. I'm just like, I don't care anymore. You guys are making it where I don't even want, anything from you guys anymore. So that's what's kind of like starting to bother me. No. But yeah, Psycho, to your point, the Playmates pack. So I get the Raphael, the battle damage. He's not battle damaged, for Christ's sake. He put 2 slashes on his shell, and now he's battle damaged.
Well, yeah, he's also got some paint apps on his arms that are bruises and stuff.
But then also the Rocksteady also has, whichever one, Bebop Rocksteady. I forgot which one it was, but whichever one it is, they also have like the same slashes on their chests for battle damage.
But we didn't get a Rocksteady, so that's the only way you're going to get the villain.
At the moment, yes.
Right, until they release a villain multi-pack, probably. Maybe. And then if they did that, they're, like you said, they're going to do a Rocksteady. When we got... I don't know where those are. Do you guys... I have so much shit in here.
What?
Remember the old crappy Playmates 2-packs everybody was hunting for the longest time, and they were so overpriced, but we still bought them? Where it was
a collectible one? Is that what you're talking about?
They were like a remold of the movie Turtles and the cartoon Turtles they made like X amount of years ago.
Yeah.
They're like
with Bebop Rocksteady, then a Shredder and
Donnie.
Yeah, but the Triceraton also. That was the other.
Yes, one. Yeah. But those 2-packs.
Yeah.
So did we get Mikey and Bebop?
I don't remember who we got. Which Turtles came with who.
All right, so I think we had Raphael, and the Triceraton. Was it Leo and Rocksteady? Yeah, Raph and the Triceraton, Leo and Rocksteady. Shredder and Donnie? That's not right.
It doesn't matter. Just continue your point.
8:55. Is it past your bedtime?
I'm just saying, like, you don't have to look it up. The figures were shitty. We all know what you're talking about. Like, the 2-packs don't matter. So what was your point?
So my point was, whoever Michelangelo had come with at the time, or whoever Leo or whoever had come with at the time, is likely who will be released now with that same supporting character. Like, they're going to probably put in the same 2-pack like they're doing with Rocksteady and Raphael.
Why do you think they do that?
I have no idea.
Well, no, I mean, we don't even know if we're going to get any more than that. It would make sense that we do, but we don't know for sure that we're going to.
I'm sure we will. It wouldn't make any sense to just put out one 2-pack of characters. I'm sure they're already in the works. I'm sure Playmates has them or had them waiting to be put out to begin with. We've still got the Army line that's going to come out later this year.
The G.I. Joe crossover line.
That's what I'm talking about. The G.I. Joe Army line. Yeah. Not the 4-pack of the brothers in the Army. And then, of course, the 2-pack that just the retro 2-pack, whatever the hell it's called. I think they'll keep making that. We'll get the rest of. I think we'll get the rest of the villains. We'll get Bebop. We'll get Shredder, and hopefully not a Triceraton, but maybe we'll get a Foot Soldier. But unlikely. Most likely we'll get something that doesn't make sense, like a Triceraton, or we'll get Baxter, something like that, or Krang. I just don't think we'll get a Foot Soldier, which is ultimately I think people want more of. You can never get enough Foot Soldiers. So I think anytime they do a release of a character and a 2-pack, Foot Soldiers are always a good run too. But
I mean, Chris made an excellent point when we first saw this thing. It was, now you got to buy 2 of these things when you find them. One to open and one to hang on to, because it's the end of the Playmates line.
I mean, I said that because there's gonna be a lot of people doing it, like, and because it is essentially the end of it. I consider getting it for myself just to have the extra to have it, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be assholes who I might know personally who be like, oh, I can get that in a couple of years. I can sell that bitch for money because it's the last of the line. But if I were to go that route and get a second one, it would be for just to have a sealed of the end. Chances are I won't, because I can't seem to get the fucking one. So I'm not even sweating getting 2. This still goes back to what I said before on a previous episode. Is like, if only Playmates was doing this shit years ago, over the past 3-4 years, they may not have lost the fucking license. Like, how are you going to sit here and give out a bunch of shit that people really don't want, then lose the license, and the last year of you having a license, start releasing all the shit people want? Like, how do you do that?
I mean, they might not have lost the license. They might have given it up and just not wanted to pay for it.
No, but whatever it is, right? When I say lost, I don't mean like it was taken from them. Just they lost the license. They no longer have it, right? If they were doing this shit over the past 3 or 4 years, and if it was like, oh, it's not, they wouldn't have had a problem like, oh, it's not worth it. It's fucking worth it. They're making a buttload of money because this is what people want. They're putting out shit people didn't want, so they may not have been making the money. So like, oh, it's not worth it anymore. We're not making money on it. But if you release the shit people want, you'll make the money, and they probably wouldn't be getting rid of it if they got rid of it. Or they wouldn't be losing it if Nickelodeon took it from them, because they would have been making money to show that they're making a good profit off of it. Then they would have been, oh, we're not going to take it from you. You're doing fine. But no, we wait till we're fucking losing the license, which in either direction, we're losing it. Now we're going to give the people what they want. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I think Mutant Mayhem killed it. I think that toy line did not help the cause at all. It's one of those things where they kept producing all these like shit figures for no damn reason. They tried to recreate what Playmates did back in the day, which was put out all these different variations of the turtles, right? Where it's like, we got the original 4. Well, now you can have the original 4 spacemen, or you can have the original 4 dressed up as cowboys or whatever. And they kept doing it, not realizing that people didn't want them back then. So I don't know where they were getting their sales numbers from, but people didn't want them back then, and you're putting them out now again to a group of kids who, again, doesn't want them. They want the original four brothers, and then give me any other additional character that can hang out with them, that can play with them. Give me a bunch of good mutants, give me a bunch of bad mutants, and give me vehicles between the guys, and we're cool. But they just kept making all that extra weird shit. And just nobody cares. That's why when I bought them, there's two pieces I bought in that line that I'd be happy to just get rid of. I mean, literally give away. I don't care. I have all of the supporting characters that came out originally, and the bad guys, and the 4 turtles. I bought all of those guys. I bought the 4 mutations, and then I have, again, I don't even care about these. I thought they were going to keep making them, but I've got Leo and Raph on a motorcycle, and then the 4-pack where they're in a variant, and I would be happy to just give those things away. I don't care. They're just not relevant to me to have in the line. I think I bought them at the time because Mutant Mayhem, right? I wanted to have what I had to go to the rest of my turtles. But I don't know. I don't care about them anymore. They're trash. The more I look at them, I'm just embarrassed that that's what they produced.
I bought them for my daughter. She loved them. So, and I have the Comic-Con versions that I bought through Walmart that have the extra paint apps and stuff. I have those.
I don't know which one that is, but and I bought the stupid van because it's the only way you could get April at the time. Whether or not they released her singularly, I can't remember. After the fact, they obviously didn't from the beginning. But
the van didn't come with April. There was a pack that you could get at Target that was shaped like a bus that had stickers in it, and that's what April was in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's
April came in a single pack.
Yeah, but not at first.
Oh, well, she came in a single pack in 2 variant colors.
She didn't come out until we got that van bus, whatever the hell it is, pack.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I ever bought the damn thing, is because I needed the April, and I'm like, could have just waited. I never would have bought it. I didn't care enough about that line to spend that kind of money on it. I literally bought it because it's the only way I was going to get her. I don't even think did they release her with her scooter? I don't know. That was the whole point that she got to meet the turtles, was because of her stupid ass scooter.
Yeah, no, I don't recall ever seeing a scooter.
Yeah, I don't know. That line is done, but that was done a while ago. But yeah, so it makes me wonder what the Playmate stuff is. What it is. We're only, there's no I mean, I guess there's always speculation. There's no concrete evidence as to what Playmates is going to keep putting out there until we see it, I guess, in my opinion.
Right.
They're keeping things under wraps. I haven't seen any leaks. I haven't seen anything. I think the Joe thing leaked only because they debuted them at, what was it, New York or San Diego or something, or Toy Fair or something.
Toy Fair, yeah.
So only reason that anybody even got validation was by seeing them at the show. But we haven't seen anything else with the movie line for Turtles. I kind of hope that that's done, unless they're going to make, I'd like to have the turtles, the 4 samurai turtles on the horses. I think would be cool. Which I have like Mandela effect about that I swear I saw that NECA had shown like a picture, and it was a silhouette, and it was them, and everybody was like, it was like coming soon or something. And of course it never happened. I wouldn't mind, we got Casey Jones, or we have Casey Jones from the first movie, but if they did a Casey Jones from the last movie, but he was only in it for a short time. It was damn near a cameo, right? In the third movie.
Well, yeah, but he also played a character in the past.
Right. He played whoever the guy was in the prison or whatever the hell it was with April.
Yeah. But since he was already in the movie, he did play Casey a little bit in like quick snippets when they showed the present day.
But we could have easily had an April Casey 2-pack from the third movie. We could have easily had the Daimyo leader. We could have had we don't need the little kid, but we could have had, the Daimyo, and we could have had him, and could have had Walker, whatever the hell his name is, the main bad guy.
I don't think any of those things would have sold, though. I think that's a problem.
Yeah, but then we get 35 renditions of Casey.
And they sell.
Saki and Yoshi, human. Man, I remember when that set came out, everybody was losing their minds. And then it's like, it came out, and now it's like, forget it, man. You can't give it away. Just sitting on a shelf. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I think, what do you guys think? You think the movie line's done? I think it's done. Unless they regurgitate. That's the only thing I can come up with. Like they did with the... I never got them because I could never find them. The damn... what was it? They're not Ultimates either, man. They're just the fucking figures. The brothers, but they put them in the movie-style boxes.
They put them in the movie trading card boxes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Those ones, yeah.
Yeah, same figures. They just threw them in the boxes, but I couldn't find them anywhere.
I don't know of any figures that, like, if they put out a Vanilla Ice, that would sell. People would buy it.
Sure. I agree.
I think that maybe they might consider doing an April from Ninja Turtles 2, but who knows?
I mean, they could do her. Who did Perry come? Oh, it was just two versions of Perry in the box. So they could do April with, what the hell was with Vanilla Ice? If they had to get the two characters out and get them into a set or get them out, to buy. They don't go together, but they could do that.
I mean, they could.
Or they could do April and what was his name? Freddy, the foot soldier who was the bad guy. Like he was also the camera guy.
Yeah.
They could do him. Put him in the gift set with her. Or just do an ultimate
without his mask on. Yeah, like they could do a 2-pack with her and him. They wouldn't need to, but they could. They could just put out an ultimate April from Ninja Turtles 2, and then they could do an ultimate Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see anybody who'd be wanting to buy with like that foot soldier being one of the ones. Like, who gives a fuck about the camera guy?
I get what you're saying, but I mean, we've had characters put out in so many damn boxes, the same character over and over and over and over. I mean,
you know what character I wouldn't be mad if they put in a 2-pack with April? Like I wouldn't want the character. I wouldn't specifically go out like, oh, make this one. But if they were like, hey, we're gonna do a 2-pack with April, we're gonna throw this character in. Chief Stearns. He was in the first movie. He was in the second movie, the head cop. If you're just going to throw somebody in, it'd be better to throw that one in than it would be to throw the foot soldier in my opinion.
No. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, imagine some people would want it. No. People get crazy with this, like, oh, they want all these like random ass characters just because they want to fill out and they want every character ever from the movie. It's basically like the Cantina syndrome, right? Where people want every fucking alien from the Cantina scene, right? From Star Wars. Give me the main people and be out. I don't need the fucking cop. I don't need fucking April's boss. I don't need foot soldier number 3 who has cigarettes in his hands. Like, I don't need any of that shit. Just give me the main people. The first movie's done.
Give me the garbage truck with a 5th Casey Jones figure.
Jesus Christ, no. Nobody wants that shit.
What do we got? Hold on. We've got 1, 2, 3.
You got the original. You got the original Casey with Raph. You got the Casey with April at the farmhouse.
So there's 3.
You have the ultimate Casey.
Oh, 4. Casey with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right. What's that got to do with anything?
I was just saying, I'm like, we already have them 4 or 5 other times. Why don't we just get them 4 times? Why don't we get them a 5th time? Make it an even.
It's not even.
Even half of nothing. 5 figures. I don't fucking know.
But no. I can't think of anything from any of the movies that I would want. And like I said, and we've said before, it would be Vanilla Ice. Like, I don't fucking care. The movie line's done. like even they tried to do the whole Bebop and Rocksteady in movie fashion, and those weren't even shown at the last two shows. Like they showed them off at San Diego Comic-Con, and then you haven't seen them since, right? So I think they even realized that that wasn't the way to go. I'm good.
I bet they're going to release them anyway. They're just waiting.
I mean, they could, but like I said, they haven't shown them, right? So NECA has had this thing where if they show something and it gets bad reception, they will pull it off and never talk about it again. Like they will flashy thing you to where you don't remember that even was there. So it wouldn't surprise me if they don't come out. Same thing with the ones I hoped to come out, but the monster crossovers, the Universal Monster Turtles that they showed, the two-headed turtle and then that wicked-looking Krang. Like, I take those, but they weren't shown at the last show either, so I'm kind of thinking they might not see the light of day as well.
I'm upset about that, man, because I love that line. I think the freaking Godzilla line or whatever you want to call it. We're talking about the same line?
No, I'm talking about NECA, Universal Monsters.
I'm sorry, my bad, dude. I thought we were talking about Playmates. I thought we went back to Playmates.
No.
Sorry.
No, the Godzilla line, I see that coming out. That'll pop up. Those last 3 for that one.
Characters.
Yeah, I'll get that, but I think NECA. I don't think we're going to see much more from movies.
Does NECA have the rights to make Michael Bay shit?
So according to NECA, they have rights to anything Turtles. Any versions, they have all the rights to it, but they want to stay away from new stuff, which would have been at that time, would have been Michael Bay shit, right? They want to specifically stay away and focus on vintage and the old stuff. So the newest thing they've got is the 2012 Turtles for the cartoon. But everything else they've done has been 90s and 80s, you know?
Well, the first Michael Bay movie, I don't know why I want to say it's 2007, but that's Transformers. What was the first year of the first Turtles movie? 2012?
I think 2012.
That doesn't feel right.
I think it's older than you think it is.
That doesn't feel right at all.
Spit on it first.
Maybe. Let's see. I want to say 16. 14? Google search is saying 14. Yeah.
Okay, so close enough. Still, that's over 10 years old.
Yeah, no, it is.
But, again, if NECA gets a hold of it, it's going to be one of those things where we get 75 different packs that we don't need.
I
won't buy any of it.
I don't think NECA would go that route because it was so poorly received, especially the turtle designs.
Yep.
I think if you got anything from that movie, would be the people would buy would be Bebop and Rocksteady. Because they actually, for what they were, they did not look bad. They were actually pretty good characters, good designs. But the Turtles themselves got shit on so hard, I don't see NECA even wanting to touch that shit with your dick. Like,
the only other design that was good was Krang from the second movie.
Yeah, so I think, listen, movies, I think they're done. They're going to focus on the 2012 cartoon. The occasional Eastman and Lair Mirage characters keep popping up randomly. And then the cartoon, they're going to fucking milk the original 90s cartoon to fucking death.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they eventually shifted to do a 2003 line as well.
No, I'm good. Fuck that cartoon.
I like it. It was nice and dark.
Yeah, so was Alien vs. Predator Requiem, but it still sucked. So, no, I was never a fan of the 03. I mean, if they go for it, I'm not going to be mad about it. I won't buy it, so it'd be cool for my wallet. Was not a fan of the 03 cartoon.
I won't touch the Bay line or anything like that. I didn't care for the movies. I watched them because, I had to, right? I didn't know what it was going to be. And watching the first one, I'm like, okay, this wasn't great. But I did, I like you, again, I enjoyed the Bebop and Rocksteady scenes. I thought they were a cool addition to the movie. I didn't like the part with the motorcycles. I thought that was stupid. But yeah, I don't know. They're just some of the stuff that they did. Just you had to take it for what it is. It's Michael Bay, right?
Right.
He's gonna do what he's got to do to make it look over the top and ridiculous, slow motion. Damn near the Fast and Furious of some action movies, right? I wouldn't be surprised to find out later on down the line somebody's like Michael Bay had a lot to do with Fast and Furious because how crazy some of the damn scenes are. But
so I'm trying to think, like even when it comes to Mattel taking the toy licensing over right from Playmates, I think I'm out. I don't see me buying into that because I'm not getting into another collection. Like, oh, poor baby, poor papacito. But like, I don't see it happening. Like, if anything, depending on how they look, I might get the 4 turtles, and that would be it. Because I have like the 4 turtles in every iteration, except for the 03 and the 07 movie, the CGI movie. Yeah. But like I have essentially like all the other versions of the 4 turtles. So maybe the 4 turtles from Mattel, but even that, I'm probably not even going to do that.
So have you seen the 2007 movie?
Yeah.
So I think we've talked about this before. In my opinion, man, that is an underrated movie that could have been a lot more. Like I really enjoyed what the story was and like the characters and like how they did everything. I thought it was pretty damn cool. I just wish it would be redone with today's technology because they tried so hard with the animation. That kind of killed it for me, but I enjoyed the story and what was going on with the characters.
Like I enjoyed the movie, but back then when I watched it, I'm like, this is not my Turtles. You know what I mean? Like my Turtles were the original movies and the original cartoon. Those were my Turtles. So I was like, whatever. I did not like it, but I think because of it, it allowed me to watch the 2012 cartoon and not be like, this is not my Turtle. You know what I mean? I was more open to the fact of it being different, and then I enjoyed the shit out of the 2012 cartoon. Probably because of the 2007 cartoon CGI movie.
I just think they did a good job because that movie was literally written directly after the 3rd movie, right? So after they were done with Turtles, I'm like I almost called it Turtles in Time, but
it essentially is, right? That's what everybody called it back then.
So it's written after that movie. So like when you see there's a part where Michelangelo, Raphael is handing Splinter his Night Watcher or whatever helmet, and then Mikey's got the Cowabunga Carl head or whatever, and he wants to go put it on the shelf too. When you look at the shelf, there's the ooze canister, there's Shredder's helmet, there's what was it?
Scepters.
Yeah, the scepter. I mean, all that stuff is on the shelf, and it's kind of cool that that's where it took off from, and I guess they addressed that in the comics. I don't know, but I guess that got addressed in the comics somehow, and that's how they wrote this last movie. Or
I mean, you see all that
stuff. They wrote that movie.
So you see a lot of that stuff, like they address a lot of that stuff in the IDW comics right now.
Right.
They address or Easter egged a lot of that stuff, the time scepters, everything in the 2012 cartoon also. Like what they've been doing now, aside from I guess the most recent movie, but like when it came down to the 2012 cartoon, IDW comics, they really went heavy on the history. And you see that they were done by people who were fans of the franchise, or at least did their research when making the cartoon to be able to attach an Easter egg, all this stuff nicely for the history of the franchise, which is always nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I just again, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. And I like how they did it. It made sense. But yeah. I'm a little tired, but that's about all I got, man. You guys got anything?
No.
It's like you haven't had anything for the last hour. You're falling asleep.
No. talking pretty good, so I don't know what
Nope.
you're talking about, but okay.
Well, the sitting back and not partaking.
I mean, I've been partaking. I'm sitting back because it's comfortable. But
no. As far as anything else, I mean, fuck.
What's on the agenda for Thursday?
That's a great question. One would say that's a stupendous question. I don't know. I don't know. Work's been kicking my ass, so I haven't even had time to think straight, much less think in advance. It'll be something.
I'd like to do something about video games, but I've been so sick the last week and a half that I haven't spent a lot of time working on it. My weekends off have mostly been me sleeping. But like I was telling you earlier before we got on here, I'm feeling better. It's just I'm still congested and my cough sounds like death. So I mean, I guess worst case scenario would be we could do a wild card episode, and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll give it some pondering. I'll sleep on it.
Good. That sounds like a wise idea.
Yeah, well, because I wouldn't mind discussing some of the, if I had a chance to watch some of these new things coming out, like the new Mortal Kombat and everything, but I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Have you seen the first one? Did you see the 2021 one?
Gee, why the fuck do y'all keep asking me that? Yes, I've seen the fucking movie. Holy shit, you fucking schmuck.
I wish you would have said no.
I just wasn't sure if you had seen it. That's all.
Just fucking Cuban guy asked me just the other night in the chat, have you seen it? I'm like, yes, I've seen the fucking movie.
The other day I got onto the chat after school and 40-something messages had gone on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not reading all this.
That's what a conversation does.
Jesus.
Fucking people. You give these guys quality entertainment and they don't even appreciate it. No, plus I'm also in the process right now. I'm trying to get a bunch of shit together for the show coming up in June. So
that's a down south show, right? You guys are doing that Fort Lauderdale show?
Yeah. I've been
aren't you doing it too, Tony?
I can't make it work. It doesn't work with my timeline.
I've been bagging legends and shit to pricing them and crap. So who knows what's going to happen?
Hopefully you sell through them, dude. I know there are a lot of shows going on in the next couple months, these summer shows all over the place, not just Florida toy shows, but all these other vendors and events that are being put on. I just didn't get to any of them fast enough to be able to coordinate them with my schedule, right?
There's one this weekend up in North Orlando, was a Apopka?
Yeah, so Joey's going to that show. That's what you know what? I meant to actually, if I didn't show you guys last week, I picked up a couple things from Joey. Picked up 2 mint condition sewer tubes. Did I tell you that last week?
No.
Yeah, I picked up 2. Now I have 3 of them, but I have conditioned sewer tubes. Really nice pieces. They're worth grading, but I'm probably not going to. And then I got a really nice Space Cadet Raph, which is very common figure, but nice and unpunched. He's got a couple other unpunched turtles that I'm probably going to pick up from him. And he's got a lot of he doesn't post it enough, but I guess there isn't a purchase or following clientele, whatever you want to call it for it, other than on eBay, right? But Joey's got a lot of really cool stuff, but it's a lot of more rare, obscure toys, excuse me, that you just don't see them. They're just not at every single show. You know what I mean? And he's got them all on eBay. And so one of the things I really enjoy, but I don't purchase them because it's just a rabbit hole I do not want to get into. It's just so costly. Or anything that's the Poppy, anything Godaiken, early Bandai, whatnot. I mean, those are like the Micronauts, all that kind of. I mean, real Micronauts, not the shit that came out in, like 2002, 2003. This is all late 70s or whatever, early 80s robots, and they're impossible to find where they're not missing pieces, right? Unless they're sealed 99% of the time. And they all come from overseas. That none of these were produced in America. This is all stuff that came from overseas and made its way to America. So of course, if they're missing pieces, it's impossible to find the missing piece unless you buy a whole other set, usually from somebody,
Right.
or you buy one that's broken and what have you. But Joey's got a lot of that stuff. And it's probably got a lot to do with the fact that he lives, breathes, and dies by the Webster Flea Market, which is near us. And if you go there on any holiday that's a Monday, and you get there at open, which is usually about 6 o'clock in the morning, I think it is, you're straight up frogging it, man. I used to go with my dad when I was little, like 11, 12 years old.
Why don't you go?
I don't know. I don't usually have off on Mondays. I'm usually working, even if it's a holiday.
Oh, well.
So, but you're at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're the first ones there. You're hunting with a flashlight. It's legit. But the finds that you go out there with a wad of cash, and it's hard for people to say no, because these are all people that literally just, not like you and I, right, where we've got collections of stuff we're selling. It's usually older people who are clearing out a garage or clearing out something, and they've just got totes and shit just on tables.
Right.
And it's like a yard sale to them. And you always go to the field first, and you just walk this huge, and I mean, it takes you a minute, but you walk this huge open field, and by the time you get to the end is about the time the sun's coming up, and you've seen what you're going to see there, and then you can walk down the normal aisles, like, that are only open when the flea market's open. Those people don't leave, but the field is the way to go, because you never know what people are going to bring out. It's just vintage toys. You just don't know, or vintage anything, but it's just crazy, some of the shit that, I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't uncommon to find a Transformer for $0.25. I mean, I can't tell. I bought a Blitzwing, pretty common guy, right? I bought Blitzwing, and he was always, he's always missing the tank topper. Always, you could find Blitzwing, but the tank top was already gone. This was a whole Blitzwing. He's just sitting there. I think I paid $1 for it. And you're talking about a kid who's 12 years old. I didn't have a ton of cash, so like I paid $1 for it. And then Power Rangers. It was when Power Rangers was big, and I think my brother and I went in like '97. So Rangers had been out for a couple of years. The guy had a big tub full of Power Rangers, and it'd be like $40, and there'd be like 7, 8 Zords in there. Well, $40 for that now. One of those Zords, if it's a part Zord, is $40.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. If you're looking for vintage toys, it's great, but you got to be there when it opens.
I just wish I had something like that here. I've been looking, and there's like flea markets and shit, but I haven't found anything that's like a good heavy spot for potential anything. And
it's not one for yourself.
Yeah, let me just start in my backyard.
There you go.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm excited for the show coming up, though. So I've got a bunch of shit. I'm probably going to build some more of those light boxes, get a couple of doubles to have at the show and everything. So I'm looking forward to all that. Just got to get the time to put them together.
It's just like motorboating like crazy back here, dude. No, don't jump on that. Don't jump on that.
Jump on it. Oh, that'd been fucking hilarious. We're gonna open this, right? Shit, fucking cut the plastic.
Jared, what's up, dude?
That'd be one less at in Tony's house.
Oh, that'd been fucking funny.
She's just like,
you would have seen Tony cry on TV. Oh, it'd be amazing.
Dude, between her, come on, dude. Between her and Raven lately, it's I'll be sitting on the couch and Raven just come up and be like, and just sit there and be like, "You're not touching me. You're not paying attention."
Yeah, that's what animals do.
Cat dad problems. But
I mean, that's what we got, man. So I'm, just got a busy, month or so to go and getting shit ready.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck at the show. I myself am definitely trying to coordinate to do.
Sorry. Are you doing Lakeland on the 7th?
No, I was going to. It's only a 1-day show. I don't know. I thought about if I did it, would I bring everything, or should I like go with what I have, I guess, and see what happens. I don't want to have to rent a trailer. That's the problem. I don't want to have to rent anything to
But
drag
you
all
don't
that
have to
out.
rent a trailer. You could fit what, like 15 of those fucking tubs in the back of your truck.
Well, I can't with the blockies now. That's the problem.
Fuck blockies. You just sold them.
They do pretty well. I thought about just doing a literal, honest to God, just thought about doing a table of nothing but blockies. Just coming and taking blockies and see what they do. I just don't want to. I just know that I'm not gonna. I'll sell some, but I don't know if I'll sell enough to make it worth my time to go to Lakeland.
Did you walk around Tampa?
Huh?
Tampa, the last show. Did you walk around at all?
Yeah, there was one other vendor that had blockies that I could remember.
That you weren't looking then, because I saw blockies a lot.
So my pricing must have been
necessarily Transformer blockies, just blockies in general as a whole. You know, just Star Wars, Marvel, like there was blockies.
Yeah, I don't mess with. I have a couple Marvel ones left. I don't mess with the Star Wars ones. I mean, so the Rivals thing right now, the Marvel Rivals, that's the thing. That seems to be what people are after. I've got the Venom. I got the Penny Parker. I finally got Spider-Man. I never bought. His name is literally Jeff.
The shark.
Yes, and people are asking for it, and I'm like, I had no idea it was going to be a thing, but apparently he's very popular.
Yep.
So people want him.
I've got a Jeff up there somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it, so I was going to reach out to J5 to see if we could hook on to him. But yeah, but they've been moving. I mean, for the most part, I mean, we just got the new Wave 10. So those have been going pretty good. Yeah, I just don't. Oh, yeah, actually, hold on. I don't know if I can reach him from here. Don't fall, you bastard. A little Scorponok. So they did a good job.
Yeah.
And it came with a little Zarek. Is that the guy who goes inside him or whatever? I don't know.
If I know.
Either that or it's the head. I don't know. Where's Captain Creamsicle? He could tell us.
I just fucking bought a goddamn Mortal Kombat figure from GameStop because I'm stupid. So.
Well, I mean that checks out, but why?
Because I'm stupid. That's why.
Sorry.
I don't know where we missed communication on that one.
Did you buy
it? I've been trying to pick up the ninjas from McFarlane's Mortal Kombat line. And what?
No, go ahead.
You look confused. Like, did you not know that was a thing?
No, I know. So they made like Reptile and all those guys, right?
Yeah, but they did like in the classic ninja suits. So, you know, copy paste, same guy, different colors, right? So I've been trying to get them all of those. And recently, Noob Saibot has been like impossible to find. It pop up in like GameStop for a minute and then disappear. Then it's no longer online, like battling it. And I just looked online during the cast and it said that the one store in my area had it. So I just fucking bought that bitch for store pickups. Fuck it. I'm just going to give me the fucking thing.
So you're saying the ninjas. So as there's been different adaptations of Mortal Kombat, didn't some of those characters stop looking like ninjas and they made them look different? Like wasn't Ermac or whatever, one of those guys?
Yeah. They've done that back and forth through several games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you dictate whether or not it's how are you classifying that it's a ninja? Like you got Noob. Did you get Rain?
It hasn't come out yet, but I will get Rain. When he does Rain, I'll get that. The only ninjas that he still hasn't done, at least for the male ninjas,
Smoke
is Rain and Smoke.
Smoke is awesome. If you find a Smoke somewhere, like if they release it and you go and you find one, that one is definitely one that I want. So let me know.
Yeah, I've got Reptile, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion already, and I have Ermac on order, and then I've got Noob Saibot now on order, and then I've got Jade. So you know, go on the female side, but like I missed out on Katana, and she's like $50 now. I'm like, I don't know. But then Melina was only part of a 2-pack, and the 2-pack is like $250 now. I'm like, I'm not paying that for a fucking McFarlane toy. That's not fucking happening.
I don't know.
So
Molina was hot.
until you took her fucking mask off,
Yeah.
like, put your dick in that.
I can work with it. We can work with that. It's fine.
And then there was as I think Psycho mentioned, when he and I were having a conversation, there was like also a yellow female eventually in like the fourth game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Tanya. So like eventually, if they release her, I'll snag that just to have all the male and female ninjas. But
I don't even know the character. Is she from a newer game or something?
Tanya's been out for a while. If you remember the Mortal Kombat game on the N64, not Mortal Kombat 4 with the 3D, but it was the other one. She debuted in that game.
She's just like Melina and Katana and all them, just yellow outfit instead of purple or blue.
So cut, paste, repeat.
Yeah.
As a cyborg was cool. MK3. I don't remember that. I mean, again, I listen. I played these a million years ago as a kid, and so I remember playing the original Mortal Kombat on fucking Game Boy, and I would be Sub-Zero because on Game Boy he was the cheapest character to play because you could keep doing this move where as soon as somebody would jump at you, you could freeze them almost immediately.
Your story
just
checks
kept
out.
Uppercutting them.
Tony just picks the cheapest way to go. And
then it was the same way with Goro. If you wanted to beat Goro, because if Goro touched you once, you were dead. But if with Goro, you could either jump and do the jump kick with him, or you could freeze him and beat him up like that. But yeah, I remember as a kid, and I would sit there and play the shit out of the game, and that's the only way I could beat him. That and Kirby Spinball. Kirby Spinball was awesome.
No, okay, but yeah, so I just ordered that damn thing because like I was at the point yesterday. I was talking to a buddy of mine. I'm like, bro, I'm like, I think I'm fucking done with this Mortal Kombat shit. Like, if it's gonna be fucking, if I miss it, I have to pay $200. Like, I'm fucking out. I'm good. And then it fucking popped up and I bought it because, like I said, I'm stupid. So
yeah,
but I'm not buying. I'm not spending no fucking $250 for Melina. You gotta be fucking out your goddamn mind.
I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna be G.I. Joe in here for no reason shortly. I'm still working on Jason Wheeled Warriors. If I find those somewhere, I'm down on those for sure. Robotech is always a given, and Voltron and whatnot, I guess. Oh yeah, I saw Voltron today. I saw a smaller motorized Voltron, the same one I have graded that I'm selling for $350. He's got for $100 with no sword. And loose, and I'm like, man, either I'm underpriced or he's overpriced on that thing.
Damn it, Chris,
the fuck did I do?
You're gonna get me to buy these stupid freaking McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. Every time you talk about them, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to have the ninjas, and now I'm actually looking at pictures of them, and they're very good.
Be your own person. Don't do what I do.
Because I can get Reptile, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion easily. Ermac 2.
Noob Saibot's gonna be a bitch.
Noob Saibot is GameStop exclusive. Yeah.
Right, and he's not sold. He's sold out online. You have to find him locally, and the stores are not replenishing very well, it seems.
Is it the Mortal Kombat Classic?
Yeah.
So you do know for $4.99 you can get every single character in a pack.
What are you talking about?
You can get all 6 of the minus Scorpion. It looks like for.
That's not McFarlane.
No, that's the
Jax.
No, it's not Jax. It's another company which starts with a J. But
Jada.
Yes.
Jada, but that came out like 10. I was in Toys R Us when that came out. Yeah. They look like fucking. Their faces look like marble.
Yeah.
Oh, are these single character packs?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the Molina looks terrible.
Yeah, like I don't need to take McFarlane. My biggest issue with McFarlane are his face sculpts. So the ninjas
have the face.
only eyes. So I can get I'm cool with that. They look fine when you have the masks on them. But it will piss me off though if McFarlane loses the license and then Jada Toys does get the license back and they start making badass figures like they're doing with Street Fighter right now. Then I'll be pissed off.
It looks like she's wearing a diaper straight. Hold on. Hold on. It's on Toy Arc. Yeah, hold on. Boop boop doo. Boop 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 doo. Share.
Shares the button. Yep.
Yeah. So look at this right here. Oh,
yeah.
I can't see this.
Look at no, but that's McFarlane's fucking what fucking I'm not even drink. I feel like I'm drunk. The articulation, that's normal. The fucking diaper bottom is what McFarlane does. Even on the DC figures, Wonder Woman and all that, it's the same shit.
Like this too. Like that's just a sloppy looking joint.
That's all McFarlane.
It looks like you're paying McFarlane money for loyal subject quality.
I don't know. Loyal subjects, they did good by me with their monster, my pet monster. So I don't know.
Not with their turtles. Their turtles come apart. So
I don't know. The loyal subject turtles I got are the IDW ones. I've got no issue with them. So
yeah, but yeah, I mean they look cool. It's not something I'd run after. I mean,
but like see my point though. Like if you look at Liu Kang's face, he looks like a potato.
Blue potato.
But everybody else, because they have masks on, it's something about the way he does the nose and the mouth. Like something's not right. Like it doesn't look good.
Potato Lou.
But the ninjas just having just the eyes, like it's passable to be. Or it's not a bad figure. Like it's just fucking.
I mean, it's probably just the way they're portraying him here. Also, I mean, because where's
just not gonna lie, part of me, because when I wasn't able to find Noob Saibot, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just buy an extra fucking reptile for like $23 and just repaint that bitch black. Like,
freaking Diapers McGee over here. Is this a 2-pack?
That's
you
the
were saying that earlier.
Yeah.
So that's cool though, because you get the Sub-Zero.
Yeah, if you want all those accessories and shit, yeah, it's cool, but I don't fucking need Ice Arm Sub-Zero.
Yeah, just to get her, I guess, is kind of silly.
I mean, but at the time, if I knew there was going to be like that, to pay $60 for the 2-pack to get her versus have to pay $250, maybe you just bite the bullet and pay the $60, you know?
So why does she have 2 ice daggers?
Because she throws her size. Remember, like in the...
Yeah, it's not ice. It's supposed to be like the... her size flying, it's supposed to be like the ones behind it, like the shadow of her side.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like if you remember the original arcade games, like it was that's how she would throw the sai and they would be just energy daggers.
I gotcha.
Huh. But God damn it.
Oh well.
Let's get the hell out of here. I gotta be up early.
Yeah, it's 9:45. We're done. We've done our due diligence.
Thanks for whoever's sticking around though through our nonsense. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jared and Joe. Probably are the last 2 on, if I had to guess.
Human Smoke was better than Cyborg Smoke.
Talk about late ass comment, Jesus.
No. All right.
No.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. We had a good time. As always, I don't know. Drop us a line, man. Give us something to talk about. We do find it hard sometimes to come up with content that's not redundant. So yeah, give us something to argue about. That's more fun than anything. And then of course Thursday night, Collector's Hideout, whatever they have going. Usually there's something on the burner, but it sounds like another wild card this week. I know Psycho again mentioned earlier about talking video games, and well, you've got 2 hours that night to figure it out and find out what it is you're going to talk about anyway. So,
agreed.
You guys got anything else?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. Come see us at the show in June, though. June 13th in Fort Lauderdale area, Lauderhill area.
Down south.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well,
If you pressure Tony enough, he might actually go.
Nah, he's not going to do that. I'm sitting here doing this with my fingers, and I was about to be like, on behalf of the moon, I will punish you. But I didn't do it. Well, actually, I did do it. I'm just going to stop now. All right. Well, fuck it. No capes. See you guys another time. Thanks for coming.